Guess you can see the state I'm in. Stressed out, broke down, stuck in my thoughts when you answer my phone calls.
What's up, YouTube? It is Lyrickofficial, and we are back with another video on my channel. If you are a returning viewer, I want to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel and looking at my videos and getting me. You understand me. That's why you're back. I want to thank you. Also, to the people who are new viewers, thank you so much for coming to my page. Welcome with open arms. Please make sure you like, comment, and also subscribe to my page and turn on that notification bell as well so you can be updated on the different videos that I'm uploading. So sorry about last week. I did, kind of take a break. I needed to kind of, create a schedule behind the stuff that I'm doing for you all so I can make sure that the content is consistent as possible. Make sure you interact with me. Let me know what you want to see on my page and what you want more of, because I'm ready to give it to you. Today's video is something that's really important to me. As you see in the title, I'm sure you've already checked that out. Finding self-identity and gaining an understanding of who you are as an individual, as a person. It is so important. It's so important and essential that you know who you are, because when you know who you are, there's certain things that you're not going to allow. There's not certain things you're not going to continue to take in life, and it just changes you as an individual. Your understanding on life begins to change when you know who you are and you know your self-identity. And I just wanted to share some things that I know I did to get an understanding of who I am, and myself as well. In the beginning of me starting a YouTube, this has been a crazy year. 2019 and also 2020 just been crazy with self-growth, self-understanding, and things of that nature. And I began to understand that finding myself was the most important piece of what's going on in my life. Understanding who I am, it changed so much. It changed my perspective on a lot of things. It's important that you do this, because when you don't know who you are, you can let people run all over you. You let other people dictate who you are and create their own identity of who you are, and begin to adapt to it because you don't know exactly who you are. The first step that I took was to step back and spend time with myself. I used to find it so hard to spend time with myself, and because I knew that being around me, I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know who I was, and it kind of scared me to be around me, because also when you're with yourself, you have to deal with yourself, and I didn't really want to deal. But once I made a decision to deal with my past, deal with my issues, I wanted to become current. I wanted to be in this very moment. When I made that decision to do that, I decided that I wanted to spend a little bit more time with myself. That's just whether it's in meditation, just take yourself out on a date, just have a day for yourself, away from the world, away from the world's perspective of who they want you to be. You have your moment with you. Okay, that's gonna help you understand what you truly want, because we think we know what we want, but when you spend time with yourself away from those other influences in your life, you begin to think there's certain things, there might be certain things that you thought that you desired that you really do not desire. You desire those things. You'll figure out that you desire those things just because other people may have told you that's what you should desire. Once I started spending time with myself, I really understood how I work, my anxiety and all these different issues that I had that I never really knew. I just looked at it as fear, but it was a lot more. I began to reflect on a lot of things and realize where the fear came from, and I began to deal with those issues. So definitely spend time with yourself. It's so important for you to do that. You have to take time out for yourself, and just have your peaceful moment. I love meditation. I know I do meditation, like I stated. Meditation is a great thing, a great start, or just take a day off. Take a day off and make sure it's a day in the middle of the week where nobody else is off, so you're not gonna have any distractions, just you time, just so you can spend time with you, and understand who you are and what you truly want. Another thing that I did for myself was I began to challenge myself. I began to, you know, all those little things that I was scared to do, I began to go after them, even in the midst of the fear, because I began to understand that, you know what, fear is strategically placed. That fear is there trying to be an indicator for me to not, you know, that's what the enemy wanted it to be, that for me not to, you know, move forward and try it. But in all actuality, that fear was placed there because it's an indicator that there's going to be something new on the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? You begin to change your perspective, challenge yourself, go after those things. I have a huge fear of singing, and I love to sing. Singing is everything to me. Music is everything, but I'm scared of it. But every time that I would face that fear, I begin to open up and figure out who I am more and more and more. Those challenges in life, when you go through things or you're faced with those fears, face them, go after it. Don't back down from it, because ultimately fear is there, and it's letting you know that you're about to be introduced to another part of you, another strength. Usually fear comes before the strength. Do you get what I'm saying? Once you begin to face that fear, I'm telling you, every time you face that fear, you'll be introduced with another strength that you have that you didn't even know that you had. So challenge yourself. Continue to do that daily. Take on certain tasks that you feel like you might not be able to handle. That's what flesh is used to. See, flesh is used to the things that are known. Flesh is scared of the unknown. So face those fears. Spend time with yourself. Those are two major things that I feel that will aid you in finding self-identity. Also, something that I would say, don't allow your past to limit you. Don't allow your past to limit you, because this is the thing. Like I said, flesh does not know, it does not trust the unknown. So a lot of times we allow our past to be temperature gauges of what we can take in the future, and that's not true. Your past was there, cool. You know, a lot of things that you possibly went through in your past, you did not have control over. You were young, you know, you had your parents guiding you and telling you what to do. But know that today you have that opportunity to make choices for yourself to better your future. Those same things issues that you had in the past, know that those things does not have to continue in your future. You know, you have a lot more control now. So allow your past to hold you in imprisonment. You're not that anymore. You're better than that. You're stronger than that. And that's where it comes in, spending time with yourself, challenging yourself so you can know that you can do it. You may not have been able to do it then in your head, but you can do it. I used to begin just to face things. You know, I had, you know, a real big anxiety about singing in front of people. And when I was younger, I made a mistake on stage and I forgot all my lyrics. I forgot everything that I was supposed to say. And I literally was standing in front of a crowd of over I would say almost darn near 1,000 people at a park. It was so many people there, and I was young and I was scared, and I allowed that fear to cripple me. But I was scared in the future. Like now, future me was like, I did that when I was younger. I'm not going to be able to sing in front of people now. So I accept the challenge. I got well, originally I didn't accept the challenge because I was a little scared, but I got a call from Beyonce's background singer, Chrissy Collins. Amazing opportunity. She wanted me to open up for her in Nashville, Tennessee, and I was so scared that I almost turned down the opportunity. If it wasn't for the people that were around me at the time, you know, I would have held on to that old fear of me forgetting my lyrics on stage when I was 7. I was like 7, 8. That kind of stuff can cripple you. If I was to look back at my past, I would have continued to allow that to keep me from that opportunity. Let's just say, let's go forward. I did it and I did amazing. So you guys, don't let your past limit you. Please don't. Go after what you want. Face these things. Face these fears. It's strategically placed. Change your perspective on what fear is telling you. Fear is not telling you to stop. Fear is telling you that this is new territory for you. Okay? it's just an indicator of new territory. It's not telling you to stop. So don't allow that to cripple you. Take responsibility for your now, where you are now. You know, you have to take that responsibility. Focus on your future. You know, once you take responsibility of your now, you'll be able to spend more time with yourself because you're not afraid to deal anymore, because you're accepting that it is what it is, but it can be better. It is what it is, but it can be better. And I have the power within myself to make it better because I was given the ability of choice. Once you learn that, man, it's so much stuff in your life that will begin to change. Another thing that, you know, I faced, even with, you know, actually doing a YouTube channel, I was scared to get in front of this camera. I don't know why. It's just me and the camera. I don't know why I was afraid, but I was scared. And the best way for me to get over that fear was to grab that camera, turn it on, and face it, and do it. Just do it. Go after it. Learn your self-identity. You know, people don't want you to know your identity, because once you find your identity, you find your worth. And once you find your worth, you don't allow them to treat you the way that they used to treat you. You don't allow yourself to be in situations that you used to allow yourself to be in. You realize that you're not that person. You don't have to be a product of the things that you went through, and you don't have to be a product of your past. You have the ability to be great. You have the ability to go after whatever you want to go after, but you won't realize that until you face and find your self-identity. You have to. You know, I limited myself on a lot of things because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was. And because I didn't, you know, people did what they wanted to do. And I allowed it. You know, I say all the time, you know, a lot of people who just let go of life, you know, they lose all identity. You know, people who do crazy stuff, you're like, man, you just ruined your life, and they can look you in your face and be like, okay, I don't care, because they've lost their identity. They don't have an understanding of who they are. They don't have an understanding of their worth, and they don't have an understanding of how their decisions affects the world, the universe, the people that are around them. They feel like they have no purpose, because with self-identity, it introduces you to purpose. You begin to see what you are, whom you are, and whose you are. You catch it? If you catch it, yeah. You know, you learn whose you are. You learn that you are king, you are queen, your greatness. You know, your words matter, your voice matters, your skill, your talent matters, just your life matters. And with self-identity, when you learn that, you begin to see those things as well. You begin to see yourself differently in the world. You begin to see yourself as greater. Learning yourself is very important. You know, learning who you are and dealing with your life is so important. And you have to know who you are, you know, so you can be able to get past certain things in your life and be able to walk into your future boldly, and not guessing, not second guessing yourself, or your abilities or your skills, and know that this is a process. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. You're not just going to be like just good overnight, because every day you get better. And as long as that's your main focus, you know, every day is to know yourself a little bit more and to challenge yourself and to push yourself. Something else I would say, you know, you have to build a relationship with you. Just like in any relationship, spending time together, you know, introducing each other, you know, or being around each other, spending time with each other, it grows the relationship. And that's the same thing for you. You have to be able to spend time with yourself, to grow yourself. You know, spend time with you, get to know you, what you like, outside of what the world tells you you should like or do. Find who you are, because you want to have that inner peace. No, you can't continue to allow people to disturb your peace and your mindset. You can't do that anymore. And once you gain self-identity, you won't even allow that. You know what I'm saying? I look a little rough, but it's okay. But I definitely wanted to get that off my chest. I just want to see people be great and do do things that they feel like they never could have done and actually achieve them, which you can. You have everything that you need within you, on the inside of you, to achieve anything that you have on your mind and on your heart. We are very powerful beings. The most powerful being on the earth is us, and you are that. Okay? Just learn who you are. Open yourself up to new possibilities and stop limiting yourself, from your past, and allowing your past to control your future, control your now. It's the past. It shouldn't control your now. You can learn from it, but it should not control your now. That's why it's the past. It's been done. It's old. Make sure you like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel. Listen, y'all, I'm loving YouTube. I'm loving being on here with you all. Like I said, I'll be doing reaction videos, things of that nature. Also music and stuff like that. I'll be releasing some new music. But motivation is my main thing. I feel like it's always good for you, for someone, when you're going through or you're trying to figure some things out, to have someone you can pull up on your phone, on your way to work, something like just through a rough day. You can, have a channel to come to get that motivation that you're actually looking for. And listen, I want to be that. And share, tell a friend about my page. If you feel like this is something that they need to hear, go ahead and share it. Share it. Let's heal the world. We can do this. We can heal each other and use our experiences to bless each other and push each other into greatness. I love you all. God bless you all. You just have an amazing day. Deuces.